It is over. Motorola finally launched the Moto Razr 2022 and the phone is everything we expected it to be. The new foldable keeps the signature clamshell design and comes with an improved display, dual cameras and a flagship chipset. The first two Motorola Razr foldable phones clung too tightly to the nostalgia factor with an elevated chin at the bottom that was lifted straight from the classic Razr clamshell phones of the past. Motorola did put a fingerprint sensor on the chin and also used it as a clever contraption to slide in a portion of the flexible screen, but it was still a divisive design. In 2022, the chin is going away. A Lenovo executive had already showcased the phone on stage before its launch, revealing a design without any chin and symmetrical bezels at the top of the bottom. Plus, there is no camera notch for the selfie camera at the top. Motorola is also improving the folding design by making the teardrop-shaped hinge inner radius 3.3 mm. It will allow the device to be in a half-open position or act as a tripod for your selfies. Motorola has teased several use cases like watching a video on the top half while chatting on the lower half, plus other multitasking stuff. While the design makeover is clean, Motorola still retains some of the classic Razr design by making the top and bottom edges ever so slightly curved. The outer cover display, which is already noticeably bigger and significantly more functional than Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip 3 or Z Flip 4, is also adding a few millimeters to itself on the Razr 2022. The inner foldable panel is a 6.7-inch OLED screen, while the cover display is a 3-inch unit with an 800 into 573 resolution, which will get 9 different widgets for at-a-glance info. The display will have support for DC dimming and a 10-bit panel with HDR10 Plus support. It will be one of the few smartphones in the market to sport an OLED display with a 144Hz refresh rate. Another notable change is the dual lens rear camera setup, but there is no word if more color options will be on the table this year aside from the usual black trim. Coming to the pricing, Motorola is more aggressive this time around. The Razr 2022 has been announced in China in range from 6,000 Chinese yuan for the cheapest model, with a 7,300 Chinese yuan asking price for the most expensive one. This translates to $900 to $1,100 US, though it's never quite that straightforward. It would still be a drop from the 1,500 price from the previous generation and close enough to the Z Flip 4's 1,000 baht price that the Razr could even undercut it. So far, Motorola has only shared plans to launch the Razr 2022 in China, but the company often starts its mobile launches with a China launch before expanding to Europe and the United States. We'll hold out for an announcement later and update this if and when that happens.